guys on I'm Most Sounds, and this is Eats4Beats. And I know this looks a little different, guys. We're in the new Eats4Beats studio. We got a backdrop, and you know things is changing around here. We're upgrading. We're doing things better. In other words, okay. But today, guys, we have a very special guest. Been trying to get her on the show for a while now. Cianni Abri.
Hello.
Yes. Yes, I'm so happy that you're here. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. This is amazing.
Our chef, Eats4Beats house chef, Chef Angela. Please tell them what you prepared for us today.
An impossible burger with a plantain fritter. It's a homemade spicy ketchup on top, and on the bottom is a kelewele spiced aioli. It's like a Nigerian-inspired vegan burger.
Yes, I love it.
And then some sweet potato fries.
Do you want to just dig right in?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna grab this piece right here on the end. I'm gonna. Bam. Guys, this is a burger. Okay, and it's all vegan, all the way down from the bun to the other bun. It's vegan. Oh, I got a little. What's this? Hold on, wait. What's this, Chef?
What's on the burger?
Kelewele spiced aioli. That's on the burger too. Yeah.
All right, you want to bite this together?
Yeah.
Ready?
Counting.
Set, go. Vegan where? What?
That was good.
Oh my god. Yeah, we have a no white rule, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you gotta look crazy.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Hey. This is good. This is really good.
This is impossible meat?
That's impossible.
It's impossible.
Alright, Brandy, I'm with you. Now.
That's possible. I'm sorry, y'all. Wow.
Y'all gonna finish the burger before you get to the other.
Right, like I just can't stop eating it. Like I really can't stop. Alright, let me ask the question. So Cianni, please tell the Eats4Beats family what you do.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm a singer-songwriter. I'm from New Jersey.
Whoop whoop. No.
So yeah, I act as well.
No Jersey in the house. No.
No. But I do a little bit of everything now. I do sing and songwrite. I dance and I act.
Okay.
I went to school for musical theater, so that's
what
like
school did you go to?
AMDA, the American Musical and Dramatics Academy in New York.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I went there for musical theater for about. I didn't finish. I went for almost 2 years, and so yeah, like in there I discovered that I could write music. So that's when like I kind of split the script and everything. But that's my passion. Like I really want to be on Broadway.
Yes. Actually, I used to act. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I was say really?
Yeah, it's probably like, what? Bitch, when? When did you used to? No, I never used to act. When did you,
You act like you like people.
That's a good skill.
That's a good skill. Okay.
That's a deal, man.
Poker face. Okay.
Yeah.
So when did you start like getting into music and stuff?
Well, like I was always into musical theater. Like I want to say like middle school, I really got into it. High school was like a different caliber. So they had like the whole orchestra. They had like the stage was humongous.
In high school?
In high school, yeah.
I was over in Jersey?
Yeah. Yeah.
Philly schools ain't got no shit like that, but go ahead. Let me listen.
So I was like, this is amazing. And I didn't, like for the first couple years, I really wasn't getting like lead roles. So I really didn't like, I experienced it, but it wasn't like.
Why you don't think you was getting lead roles?
Well, they really give the lead roles to like juniors and seniors.
Oh, okay.
If you're really good, they give it to like freshmen and stuff. But you're not gonna really get a lead role unless you're like, later on in the year.
For sure.
But I had the opportunity to be like I did dance throughout my childhood, so I was a dance assistant choreographer.
Oh, nice.
For my freshman year.
Like the Jane of all trades over here.
Yeah.
She can act, sing, write music, dance. Okay.
Yes. So So yeah, I was an assistant choreographer for my freshman year. We did Annie. Then I got my lead role my junior year. Sophomore year I didn't get in, but I was Motormouth Maybelle in Hairspray.
Oh,
Yeah, it was. Listen, I love that role.
We love Hairspray, babe. Don't we love
Amazing.
Hairspray?
Have you seen the old one?
Yes.
You
I love the
like
Okay,
original.
with Ricky Lake?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like the older one better? Or not?
See, I like them differently.
Hold on, wait, what are we talking about?
Yeah, the one with Ricky Lake. Yeah.
Mhm.
I like them
I've seen
differently.
it. Why is there a fly in here?
They smell food.
Jesus, go ahead.
Yeah, I like them differently. I like them both for what they are. Like I like the old school one, and when the new one came out, it not so much that it was so much different, but I like the way they did it, the way they upgraded it. So yeah, I like them both.
Did you like Queen Latifah's role in the new
I
one?
did. Yeah,
Yeah,
I did.
I love her.
I did. I cried.
Mom.
Really? I cried a lot. Yeah, I actually cried like when she did like the whole walking down the street singing with the pickets.
Oh yeah, that was an emotional scene.
Yeah.
Because that was real.
Yeah.
It's real. It's actually shit that we still dealing with today.
Exactly.
But you know, but go ahead.
Yeah, so that's like how my love for it started. My junior year, after that year, I actually went to a conservatory at Rutgers for a month.
What is a
summer.
conservatory?
It's like a program where like you solely focus on like your craft, like a trade school, but
Okay.
like it's not like a school, so like I guess they just call it a conservatory. I don't know why, but yeah. So I went there for musical theater at Rutgers in New Brunswick, and then I discovered that I could like actually make a career out of like musical theater. I don't know, like I don't know why. I never knew you could make a career out of it. Like I just thought it was something people did for fun or like maybe on the side of their actual career, but to actually make a living off of
For
it,
sure.
I did not know that. So I was like, this is what I want to do. I wasn't planning on going to college, so that was out the window. But towards the end of my senior year, my mom was like, I really think you should like go to school for this. So I knew I didn't want to stay in New Jersey, but I chose, when my mom was like, okay, you can choose outside of the state, I chose to go to AMDA. And it was really dope because a lot of the teachers there, they don't have, they were actually working like actors and actresses and playwrights and stuff like that, like working now. Like in some schools, you might have teachers that might have like worked like 20 years ago or something. They don't really know the business right now. And that's what I really liked. That's what sold me on the school. Like they are actually working right now. Like that was dope. So yeah.
So you was like liable to see one of your teachers in like a big time Broadway.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That's lit.
It was lit. Yes.
That's like experience like firsthand. You know what I mean? Like I went to the Art Institute. I hated it. Well, I didn't hate it.
Okay. Well, why?
I like the people because the people. It was like a lot of creative people. It was good to be around like other people who kind of shared the same passion as me. But I felt like all my teachers were like dated. Like they were still kind of like on analog and like we're like on digital, like tech, you know what I mean? Just like not. They didn't really understand the type of music. You know, I was like, I was going for audio. I was making beats. Like my thing was like, you know, hip hop beats and shit like that. I don't think they really connected well with, you know, with the type of music that I was on. But that was my experience. Somebody else could have went, probably did amazingly, but whatever. So I remember you saying that Broadway was your dream. Like, who were some of your Broadway actors and singers, like influences and stuff like that? Like what shows did you see or plays or stuff that you saw that you was like, I want to do this?
Yeah, well, so like that goes back to like when I did the conservatory. Okay. We actually every Friday we had the opportunity to go to see a Broadway play. Yeah, in New York. Yeah. And it was so like I remember one of the ones that we went to go see was Holler Fear Me, which was like a Tupac musical. And they actually like
I love Tupac.
This was before Hamilton like did like the whole rap. I don't know who did it first actually, but yeah, they had rapping in their and they actually used his lyrics like.
Word.
The only
it was like about his life or something, or
that's the part. Like, and it was crazy because the actual playwright came to our school and like asked us like our honest opinion about it. It was off Broadway actually. It wasn't actually on Broadway, but and it was confusing. Like by the end of the play, you really didn't know the characters. You really didn't know their names. Like it was like a bunch of that, but it was a good idea. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, but it would have been great if they actually like. I don't remember what was exactly wrong, but I knew you didn't know who the characters were. Like it was random people popping up. We were like, who was that? that? Like, where did they come into the story? But yeah, so that was one of them. Cinderella, Wicked.
Wicked was good.
How was Wicked?
It's amazing, and I never knew what it was going to be. Like, I did not know that was like the Wizard of Oz. Like, I don't know, not spin off, but like, you know, it was about the Wizard of Oz.
Like different perspective, I guess, was it?
Yeah, it was about the Wicked Witch. Her perspective.
Wow.
And I was blown away. My favorite musical. Can't even think of the name. Wait, no, Heathers. Have you ever seen the movie?
Yeah, babe, you put me deep with the movie Heathers, right?
Yes.
Yes.
It's the musical. Is amazing.
Winona Ryder. Winona. What's that stole some
What are y'all
stuff?
trying to say?
Winona Ryder.
I don't know who that is.
Winona.
She was in the Heathers.
She was the woman.
Oh.
She was the one who killed everybody in the Heathers, yeah.
Oh, that's her actual. Okay, that's the actual actress.
Winona.
Winona.
You know who we talking about.
She stole some stuff. Yeah.
It's amazing. Like, if you ever get the chance, like, I highly recommend Heathers.
I think. So I haven't been to many plays. My uncle's an actor. He did some shit on like little independent blow plays. I always thought I had a play that you had to dress up.
Like, to go and watch
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
So I think I went. I was like overdressed. You know,
Can't be overdressed, though.
I was overdressed.
What you wear?
I like damn near like dress pants, dress shoes, a button up, tucked in, a belt and shit. Look like somebody's dad.
They try to be fancy.
Yeah, that's what I was like when seeing him do his thing. That was like the first play I've ever went to. And then we watched Hamilton, which I love, which was great. But I don't really have like super like, I haven't seen that many like plays and stuff like that. And I think like being an actor and a singer in a play, I've seen Tyler Perry Jones. Do they count? They count, right?
They count, yeah.
They count.
I've seen all the Tyler Perry Jones. But I feel like that is more intense than actually being a regular like recording artist going into the studio because that's live. You got to be on point with
Every
that.
time.
You know what I mean? You fuck up, you got to find a way to finesse to get back on track. It's a lot of pressure.
It's fun.
It's the pressure for me.
That's the pressure for me. Right? Okay.
It really is fun. It's worth it. And you have like you create families through the process. Like it's amazing. Like that's my dream. Like that's what I really want to do. Like it's amazing. And not only that, like you get to like work on all of your different crafts. Like not only singing but dancing and acting.
Right.
And some people play down like musicals because like they're not really acting. But I really think you really are
musical
acting.
is acting.
You're doing a lot
What
of
do they
different
mean by you're not really acting?
like if you're like like a play is different from like a musical, so like I guess you don't really, it's more so like not cliche, that's not the word I'm looking for, but not as intense as like an actual play would be.
Okay, so maybe I'm ignorant because every play I've ever watched they just break out in song and
that's a musical. That's the difference.
Okay,
that's
okay.
But
So you haven't seen a lot of plays, you've seen a lot of musicals.
I've seen a lot of musicals. Okay, I just thought that if you had a play, you was gonna break out in the song. Like if you were doing a play, you was gonna break out in the song. Like you ever seen a play
So then
where no one is singing?
No.
I feel like that's fucking weird.
It is boring. It takes a lot. It's like a movie, but like live.
Yeah.
But it's good if the actors are good.
Okay.
Yes, I've never seen a
I thought
play.
they went hand in hand.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
It's definitely different, and it's not for everybody. But
So you can move and sing and all that at the same time? Come here, girl. Shit, listen.
And it's crazy, like, one thing I didn't know before I went into school was that not 100% of the time, really, you're dancing in heels. So, like, my tap shoes...
So now you're Beyonce.
Wow. Nah. For real. But, like, seriously, you're dancing in, like, your tap shoes have heels.
Wow.
Your actual walking...
Is it like kitten heels or like a full stiletto?
No, it's not a full, but
Okay.
they have different heights, though. They do have higher ones, but normally they're, like 2-inch. Like, there's not high, but it's still, you're dancing.
Still a hill,
Majority of the time you're on your tippy toes on top of the hill, so it's yeah. You definitely will get fit. Like,
You got to be a talented.
You have to be, like, literally. First of all, like, if I'm singing, it has to be stationary. You want me to Now I can't fucking breathe at this point. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's a real talent. Like that's a really real talent. You got to be able to keep up. And then sometimes they be having like multiple shows in one day.
Right. I would love to get to that point.
I commend you.
It's fun now. It don't even feel like work. It's like if you really love it, it doesn't feel like you're working or anything. And then you gotta think about it. You're not really performing the whole time though.
Right.
Like,
of course.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Like it's not as bad as it may seem.
You got downtimes. You know.
Right.
You may not be in that scene or whatever the case may be. Right.
Like I know for Hairspray, it was a point where I wasn't on stage for like a good 30 minutes. Like, and she was a lead part, but she really didn't come on stage for like I had a good break. Like I was back there eating, like, you know, stuff like that. Right. But yeah, so it's good.
Running out of stage for half a burger. So
you know what play I really like or musical that I really like to see? Rent. I've seen Rent. You've never seen Rent, period?
like not
Like I've heard, like we had the
on film.
I've never seen
I've never seen it on film either. But I know I know that song, but I've never seen it.
600 men.
I never
How do you measure?
Well, that's not even the best song in the whole.
I'm not.
That's not even the best song in the whole damn
That's the
thing.
most like well-known song.
Yeah,
That's the most well-known song, but it's not the best song in the whole.
In the movie Rent, the black woman that did that part, she, when I tell you she murdered that drum, you know, it was so iconic when she did it. And yeah, I've seen Rent like 3 times.
Really?
I've seen it at Temple. I've seen it
You
at.
never got tired of it though?
I'm
live though?
No, because it's a musical, so it's like I like to hear people sing. You know what I mean? So if and the songs, I'm like, I don't know, I'm just a fan of the movie or whatever. So when I go to different people seeing them, I'm like, okay, how they do it? They do a little something different. I don't know, I just enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I'm fascinated again by people that can, excuse me, sing, dance, flip, and all those things.
Yeah.
And remember your lines.
Right. It's a lot that goes into
It's
it.
crazy. Like, you're a psychopath. Like, what?
No, you got.
What play have you been in, or musical have you been in?
I was in Hairspray.
Yeah, Hairspray.
And Annie. The Wizard of Oz. And hold on, the Addams Family. I was the grandma.
You were in the Addams Family?
Don't kill me.
It's
I'm not
amazing.
familiar with the Addams Family.
First of all,
either
you
until
got.
the play.
You were the grandma? Oh,
I was
she's
the
a
grandma.
good one.
She got to smoke weed, so
Okay,
I
I
had my own little. Well, obviously it wasn't real, but
Yeah.
it was fun.
We gotta watch the Addams Family. First of all, it's October, so we gotta watch the Addams Family.
I don't know the I don't know nothing about that.
Don't worry. We'll
You don't know
The
the
Frankenstein, right?
cousin? Is that no, not cousin?
Is that
It's
Frankenstein?
cousin It.
Yeah.
No, it's not Frankenstein. Frankenstein? Frankenstein. That's what
It's
you
not
got.
Frankenstein family?
No.
It's Eats4Beats.
Wednesday? You don't know who Wednesday is?
Oh my God! So the girl from Casper.
Play Wednesday.
Okay, that was Frankenstein. No, I mean that was.
That was Addams Family, not Frankenstein. No merch. We gotta watch it.
His family? No. His
No.
wife and kids?
No. Frankenstein's wife is Frankenstein's wife. I don't even think she had a name.
Well, I'm a little behind. I'm sorry. Let me just take this last little bite.
I never seen Casper. Is that animated?
What is going on around here?
You said you never seen
You
what?
never seen
I never seen
Casper?
No.
Casper the Friendly Ghost?
Casper from the Ghost?
Sounds.
I only seen the movie. I've never. It is a little stupid. Like the movie, like the girl, like her and her dad move into like this house.
And then Casper and his 3 uncles.
They home.
Kind of like fuck with them a little bit. Then Casper, he's like a friendly ghost. He's the nice one. He befriends the girl who moves in and kiss her and shit. No, he kisses her.
Then like he's alive for like for real.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
I used to like it as a kid.
So when he gets alive, like, what does he turn into, like an actual like person?
Little teenage
turns into a
boy,
teenage
and
boy.
then him and the girl start dating and shit.
Didn't he turn back into a ghost at the end or no?
I don't fucking.
I can't remember.
The dad turned into a ghost. And it was like a time machine. It was weird. Yeah, I liked it as a kid. It's a kid's thing.
I had the VHS.
Jesus. So how do you feel about the black representation in the Broadway musical environment or field?
Scene.
Scene. Bam.
I would say, because, like, I can only go off of, like, what I learned in school. Like, I know when we had to do a lot of, like, projects for, like, we started back in the 20s, I believe, and then worked our way up to present time. And it was very difficult to find, like, material for me. Okay. And I felt like that was, like, it was hurtful.
There was no black.
Everything was for white people. So, of course, they had to, like, kind of, like, modify everything to, like, the times. Like, some people were gay, they wanted to play, like, a female if they were a male, and, you know, stuff like that. But I felt like that was, like, disappointing. Something I didn't really think about before going into that. And it was, like, it was hard. It made it harder for me. Like, I felt like I had to do, like, of course, I had to put more work in than the white person that was in my class, because I had to actually do a lot more research and try to figure out, okay, what kind of part would I do if I was white in that time. Yeah. And so, but yeah, we definitely are not, like, I'm sure it's better now, but I think it's a lot more, like, difficult for us to get roles and things of that sort, because a lot of things don't fit.
Because they like to remake Shakespeare shit. You know what I mean? Back in the day, men were playing women characters. Right.
So why not do it? Why not be able to do that now? And a lot of stuff, it really, like, well, I don't understand why they do have, like, stipulations on, like, the characters and stuff like that, because when you look at the play, I'm like, a black person can easily play this. Like,
you know, I think Hamilton did a really good job. With not giving a fuck about color. You know, like,
shout out to them.
Yeah, it was so good, and I actually seen, like, people talking shit about it. Like, I think Demetria what's the girl you like, baby?
Demetria Lucas.
Yeah, she didn't like it.
Yeah, she said
she didn't like it.
She said by the time she got to the intermission, she thought it was the end, and then she realized she had about another hour to go, and she said she was out.
Good.
I enjoyed the whole thing.
I did too.
But she was saying, like, she could see why people really enjoyed the soundtrack, because the music in it was, like, banging. But I think it was black people playing white, or people of color playing white people who oppress black people.
Like, yeah, it was like somebody played George Washington.
Yeah, so it was kind of like you playing your oppressor.
Right.
I get it. But when it comes to art and things of that nature, do you think that literal into it? Like, okay, so Shakespeare was supposed to be a white person, right? Supposedly, right? And all his characters and the things that he made. Do you give a fuck about playing a white person in you know what I mean? Do you care that much?
I mean, okay, I would say, like, in instances like that, I would prefer to have, like, that makes sense to have a white person play that character. But when it's like a housewife, or, I don't know, just a regular person, like,
that could be anybody.
Why are they so specific with they have to be blonde hair, blue eyes? Like, why are they, or brunette with, like, petite? Like, why does it have to be that specific? And I understand people have, like, visions when they're, you know, writing their play, like, as to who they want who they want to play the character. But I feel like if somebody walks into that audition and they actually play the part perfectly, you should. Why not give them a chance? Like, why not, you know?
Like, prime example, are you familiar with the group Chloe and Halle? Or Haley? Haley or Halle? Haley. Haley is playing.
Is it Halle or Haley?
I don't know. I love them though, so I don't want to fuck up their name.
Yeah.
Chloe, Haley, Halle.
I definitely.
I think her name's Halle.
Halle?
I don't know. We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
I don't know. Correct us later.
I think it's Chloe and Halle.
Okay, Chloe and Halle. She's playing, you know, Ariel, Little Mermaid and shit. All these people talking all this shit. Little Mermaid is a white woman. Little Mermaid was a mermaid. Right. And her dad actually was black.
Oh, yeah.
Why, like, you know what I mean? Why do we, and I get it because representation means so much, but white people relax now.
I just feel like my supervisor at the time was just like, she's like, I don't have anything against black people. It's just that the Little Mermaid is white. I said the only reason that she was white is because they didn't draw black cartoons. You do understand that.
And Ursula was fucking gray. Right. Ursula, you know what I mean? Gray with white.
There's a crab or a lobster that talks, people.
And he was Jamaican. The crab was Jamaican. He had a Jamaican accent. Like,
I haven't seen it in so long, but okay.
Oh, you
No, I mean I've seen it, but I haven't.
Under the Sea.
Okay.
It was Jamaican.
Okay.
You know.
I agree.
Yeah, it's just like certain roles I guess you want to play to its truest form, but then other times like whatever.
But that's like, but then people try to say like, what if they got somebody white to play Mulan? See, that's different.
Mulan.
That's a cultural thing. That is literally someone's heritage. That's different.
Mulan was really good.
Mulan was good. People hated it, but it was really good.
Yeah.
Why hated Mulan? Really?
Because they wanted singing and shit.
They wanted all the songs. They wanted what was the dragon's name?
Mushu.
Mushu. What?
Well, they wanted Eddie Murphy ass in that show.
Yeah, I don't know what they wanted him to do.
Wow. No, you know, you say that you want to do Broadway. That's the ultimate passion right there, right?
Yes.
Is you being a recording artist like the steps that you're taking to get into?
Yes.
Okay.
Because when I came, like I said, I didn't finish school.
Mm-hmm.
I went for like almost 2 years, and then
Who really finished school out here? I think they did. Okay, fuck them.
Oh, okay.
Fuck them. They don't.
Congratulations.
Right. Congrats.
I didn't do it on my own merit. Okay.
But when I came home, like I didn't want to stop,
Mm-hmm.
and I knew I didn't have like the tools to like go out there and audition right away. So I had already, because when you go to that school, you have to sign a contract where you can't like take any like musical offers, or you can't like sing or go in the studio or do anything because
Why not?
because like you haven't finished your program yet.
Okay.
So you can't be like, oh, I go to AMDA and like you only been there for like 2 weeks, and you know
Yeah.
they like.
Can you do musical projects now? Like,
Oh yeah, now
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
but it's only while you're in their
Okay.
like in their program. But I did go to the studio while I was in school. I met a group of friends, and I was like, all right, like I really, want to branch out and see what else I can do. And a lot of them were like female rappers and stuff like that. So I was like, they freestyled and did stuff. So I was like, oh my, like, I've never written my own song yet.
wow.
I was like, this is like crazy. Like, I mean, I knew it happened, but I never seen somebody actually do it in front of me. Like,
Yeah.
I was just, so this one girl, her name is Blake the Squirt, and she would like just freestyle all the time. So I would just give her like random stuff like fries, and she would
She
just
just
start.
killing
And
shit.
I'm like, what? So I would actually record her and be
That's
like,
the talent right there.
no,
Yeah.
seriously, I would record her just to make sure she wasn't like repeating stuff. But I'm like, you're not really like freestyle, but no, she actually was. And so anyway, I would write like little hooks and stuff here and there, and she actually liked them. So of course, her vouching for it, I was like, and I thought she was amazing. I was
Yeah.
like, I really want to do this now, like, and see where it goes. So anyway, fast forward, I didn't finish school. When I came home, I was like, Mom, I really want to like, do music, but I just don't know how and where I would fit in. And I was like, but I wrote like a hook. And she was like, well, you gotta write a whole song.
Right.
Like, you can't do that with a hook. I was
can sell
like,
hooks.
well, that is true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you can, you definitely can. But
Everybody always looking for hooks, for sure.
yeah.
Especially rappers.
She was like, if you finish a song, she gave me 5 songs to finish within a month.
Is your mom your manager?
Yes, my manager.
I like it. I can just tell by the energy, like your mom, like, all right, well, you gotta finish the song,
Yeah,
right? Like, she
yes.
don't play,
She
right?
was the manager before she even was. Like, I'm like, girl, dang. But so anyway, she gave me like 5 songs to do by like in a month, and
Like different topics or like.
she just said like just write. I never
Right,
wrote
okay.
a full song. She was like, if you can write a full song and it's actually good, I'll pay for your studio session.
Oh shit.
And so I was like, all right. So I took on the challenge, and so that's what happened. Like that's how actually my album came about. So
Wow.
yeah.
So when did your album come out?
In 2018, May of 2018, May
Okay.
12th, I believe.
So you're like,
I'm
like
just,
new.
I'm new, yeah.
you're a baby
I
in this.
just started writing like as soon as I got like towards the end of school.
How old are you?
24.
She's a baby.
Yeah.
She's a baby, guys. I'm not. I'm only 26. I'm not gonna sit here like I'm 40. Like I could be your mom. Like no. But
I should really start asking how old people are before I give them wine.
no, you got to do that. That's an
Exactly.
age check. I need to see
I should have said I was
identification.
18.
I was
That's all I
like,
already.
still, honestly, probably still what he can. But no, that's. So you're like 2 years in.
Mm-hmm. Almost 3.
3 years.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
let's say 3 years in. Full album.
Yes. 11 songs.
11 songs.
And it's crazy because like when I wrote, I didn't have like I said, I didn't have like a whole like collection of work to like pick from. So it was crucial that like every song that I wrote, like it had to be good because I couldn't go in the studio and make another appointment to go like 2 or 3 times.
Can't wait studio time.
Yeah, so I had to have it right that first time. So what's special about the album is every song that I wrote was like, my second song on the album was the second song I've ever written. My third song was the third song I've ever written. So it's like, yeah, it's special. So this next album is going to be different because it's going to be well thought out and planned, and you know.
And what producers did you work with on your first album?
Rick Williams.
Okay.
And actually, my shout out to my godfather, Sean. He actually produced 2 songs on there as well.
Nice.
So he's a nurse, but he does that like on the side.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah.
Do you believe? Okay, bam. Somebody gives you a beat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, can you just like write from the rip, or do something in the music has to resonate with you?
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, for me, I'm like, once I hear a beat, like I can tell if it has potential.
Okay.
But I don't spend a lot of time on writing songs. And I think that's just me just being so new and not really having like a strategy yet. But if I'm not writing within the first 10 minutes, then I'm on to the next.
Yeah.
And I haven't
for sure.
like,
because the beat only 5 minutes. How many times you gotta keep playing?
Yeah. So I don't like to spend too much time. Like if I'm not writing anything, I'm like, all right, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
But I always start with the hook normally. Sometimes I do a verse first, but normally I start with the hook and then complete the song.
Have you ever thought about writing for like other people?
Yeah. That's what I want to do. I just don't know how to get started, I guess. So
yeah, I don't know how songwriters get.
I've been researching. They don't. Of course, everything you got to pay for it to learn about it, but it's nothing really that I'm like. I guess there's no written rules.
You just gotta jump out there.
Yeah, I don't know how to. But that's something I want to do, and I actually want to build just a bunch of different genres of music, and just kind of like I guess shop it for people and artists that I know that do music, and maybe they would like to have someone write for them or whatever. So.
Yeah, I was just saying, rappers need hooks. Like,
I didn't think about that. Yeah, like shopping different hooks.
Yeah, no, literally, and some like they have like beats that you can purchase with hooks already in there. So like that's something to look into. I'm just trying to think. When I was in the music scene, I didn't come across a lot of songwriters. A lot of artists that I've known, they were just like writing their own shit. Like, oh, I write my music. I'm not trying to.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know how people go. How do people write songs for like Beyonce and fucking Toni Braxton and shit like that?
Yeah.
Like, how can you?
Because every time, like, I watch interviews with songwriters that write for them, like, they'll just be like, I was at the right place at the right time. I'm like,
where?
Right. Like, I don't know.
Where?
So it was kind of like those type of situations. So it does not really, any help in that.
Do you feel like you're a better writer than artists? Or are you kind of like neck and neck?
I think I'm neck and neck, but I am getting more into writing music though. Like, cause singing is so, I don't know. Some days I'm like I'm really like great. I feel like I'm great, and some days I'm like not as confident. But with my songwriting, I feel like I'm always confident in that. So I guess I would say my songwriting.
Is it because like when you sing and stuff, you kind of like put yourself out there? You got like.
Yeah, and it has to be on point all the time. Like
sure.
If you crack, I guess with your writing, you can always go back and like modify. But like once you sing, it's out there, like and it's a lot more stressful.
It's just like the performing.
Yeah, on Broadway.
On Broadway,
right,
yeah. Like just bam, like all right, first take, go.
No take backs. Once you fall, you mess up.
No take backs. No take backs.
But yeah, so. I like both though, but I'm actually starting to enjoy songwriting more and getting into like writing for other people, and that's how I practice songwriting. Like I practice like, okay, what would Rihanna sing, and I'll write something, and then sometimes I use it, sometimes I just put it in my shorter thing. Right.
Go back to it. Sometimes you, like for me when I was creating beats, excuse me, I'll be walking down the street or some shit, and maybe like a siren or an ambulance truck or something, the sound, I don't know, it just be weird. And I'm like, let me add that in here. Let me get a siren sound or something like that, and or I'll distort it and play with it and change up the sound a little bit.
Do you know did you ever know like what instruments to put in before you like started doing it? Because that's my difficult, like when I tried to make beats, I'm like, I don't know what instruments sound good. I mean, obviously a piano and a drum, but after that I'm like, I don't know where else to go. Like
that was something that I struggled with. Well, when it comes to hip hop beats, I know there's like an outline of like type of, I guess, instruments or sounds you should use. Obviously drums, obviously bass. You know, some hip hop songs they throw in a synthesizer in there. They may have like a piano, or like now in the music they use like a lot of pads.
Okay. I don't know what that is.
A pad,
Like little squares.
No, so it's like a synthesizer. I don't know. I don't want to be wrong, so let's scratch this up.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I think I kind of got an idea, but I don't want to be wrong, and I don't want to sound stupid. So scratch that. I was like, but yeah, they use different type of things to make. Cause with hip hop, you want the beat or any beat. You want the beat to sound full. So whatever instruments work out for you. Like some people use like saxophones or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like I think it's whatever you want the beat to sound full. So if you listen to a beat and it sounds like it's missing something, probably is. Right. You know what I mean? Okay. But what I do know about the pads, it gives it like a little Janae Aiko.
Okay.
That little in the space, ambient type sound.
Gotcha, yeah.
You know what I mean? That like a lot of like hip hop beats are using that with a heavy drum and bass, a little beat synthesizer piano that comes in and out and shit like that. So it's different type of things. Like I was really big on using. I like what the fuck did I used to use? It was a specific type of instrument because I used to have Logic, and they give you like a whole bunch of sounds, and it was a specific sound that I like, and I think it was like what's the instrument, y'all, where it's like ding ding ding, ding and you got like a little. It starts with an X.
Not xylophone.
Xylophone,
okay.
yes. So with the xylophone, it has like these nice little bing bing. And I would think, and I would hear it, and I'm like, that sounds great, like in the background or something like that. So it's whatever you basically want, but certain genres do have a standard on how you should make the beat. And the creativity, which is you, that's when you start fucking around with other instruments, different samples, pulling together and making it your own. So making beats for me was difficult, because I had a hard time finding my sound. I know I didn't want to sound like everybody else, but it's like I tried so hard to be different. I was fucking my music up. You get what I'm saying? You know, well, Eats4Beats started to develop, so I put music on the back burner. But you know, it's in me. I might go back later on. I don't know.
I hope you do.
Yeah, I might. So I was listening to your track on Spotify called No Food, and she was like, "Fuck out of here," basically. And somewhere in the song she say "fuck out of here." So please tell me
exactly.
It's like that, y'all. No.
A little nicer than that.
No, but tell, like, where did that song come from? Where were you at when you wrote it and everything?
Yeah, well, I mean, I had my share of relationships, you know, and I just got to a point where I'm tired of giving in more than I'm receiving, and it makes my blood boil. Like, it really does make me upset. Like, it irritates me. So that's kind of like where it stemmed from. That's pretty much the basis of a song.
Somebody specific, or it was just like whoever?
I had a couple of.
If it applied, right?
Honestly, if the shoe fits. Yeah. So yeah, but I had a lot of those experiences. So it was just a mesh of everything like that I've just dealt with, and I just hate. Like, I'm at a point where I'm not trying to settle. For sure. For BS. So that's kind of like with that, you know, because people really think I'm so nice and I'm so, you know, reserved, but they try and take advantage, you know, because of that, and they think I'm not gonna say anything. And I'm the type of person, like, I'll peep stuff, and I won't say anything until like it really calls, like, if it really gets to a point where it's like,
right, my blood.
It's like, okay, and now you're trying to really be smart, but that's like my problem. I know I need to speak up more in that aspect, but I know what I will and will not tolerate.
No, for sure.
So
absolutely.
That's pretty much what that song is about, though. So it's like, yeah,
we don't
like
take
the
no
women's
BS
anthem for no BS.
No BS.
No fools. No fools.
And any young man out there that want to court this young lady, you better come with respect.
Exactly.
Okay, because we're not having it. Fuck out of here. Sounds, guys. This is Cianni, and this was a great interview. I appreciate it. Did you like the food from the show?
It was amazing.
We finished.
I mean, I have nothing left on the plate. It's all
a little licky lick here. Did you just lick? Might even. Again, thank you for being on the show. Thank you for being here. Thank you for tolerating me, because I'm extra. I have a lot of energy, you know. This is my
I love the
Eats4Beats
vibe,
channel.
though. You guys, it makes me feel at home. So
thank you. See, that's why we sitting on napkins. She talking about she eat with a whole bunch of napkins.
my hands, I was sitting like this for like.
No, right.
I probably look crazy.
It's all good. Yeah, tell Eats4Beats family where they can follow you, plug you in, you know, listen to your music and everything.
Well,
book you for shows. Well, it's COVID, but
I mean live shows.
Yeah, live shows outside.
It's not as, you know,
wear masks.
not the same, but yeah. But you can follow me on Instagram at the Cianni Abri. Also, I'm on Facebook. All my music, my album, The Bridge to Alchemy, is on Tidal, Google Play, Spotify. It's everywhere. But yeah, No Fool. I have the video out on YouTube, so you can go check it out.
Oh shit, I've never seen the video.
I've never seen the video.
Yes, I would love to see the video. Yeah.
Set design was by me.
So
you need a set designer.
you can do it.
But yeah. Thank you.
And guys, I'm Mo Sounds. You already know. Our Eats4Beats website is up and at 'em. Go check it out. Shout out to Skylo affiliate for doing the website. You know, look at all the good eats that we hit in the city. Buy some merch. Check out what else is on there, baby? A bio of me.
A bio of you, yes.
Yeah. If y'all want to know more information about Mo Sounds, you can go on Eats4Beats website. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, what else? What else we got going on? Just the Image Podcast Season 1, Season 2, excuse me. Just the Image Podcast Season 2 just dropped. So go check out that. That's Candace Jasmine thing.
And we're on Spotify and then we're on Apple Podcasts.
Yeah, they're on there. And shout out to, you know, Zakia, our beautiful video production. She has this shit on live. Shout out to the chef again, guys. Everybody clap. Give a round of applause for the chef. This Impossible Burger was amazing. We need to sell that in stores. Shout out to Latanya Peach is in the building.
I'm in the building. Latanya Peach is in the building.
And what's Stack Dollars? Yes, we got Stack Dollars in the building, guys. And thank you for tuning in, and we out.
I just need some time to think, to go and situate some things. I feel like I'm about to lose my mind and go insane. The way you're out here playing me like you're the man, you're mistaken. I ain't got no time to be wasting, so nothing less, nothing more to say to you no further. I don't wanna be bothered, 'cause if you knew better, you do better.